The world around us is changing. Self-driving cars, flying robots, gene editing, and blockchain technology are examples of breakthrough technologies that deliver innovations faster than ever before. But there is one development that I believe will outshine the rest, and it could happen sooner than you think, or even sooner than I anticipated. I'm referring to the Metaverse, which, like the smartphone before it, the internet before it, and the computer before it, will radically transform humanity as we know it. We need to talk about this idea because it's something that we can invest in right now. So, let me lay out the fundamentals: augmented reality, virtual reality simulations, virtual worlds, and the Metaverse. Then, show you some significant investments in each one. But before we begin, make sure to keep yourself informed and engaged by subscribing to the channel and turning on all notifications so you won't miss our latest uploads. Facebook stated in October that the corporation will be renamed and rebranded as Meta. Mark Zuckerberg wants to be known as the man who built the infrastructure for the Metaverse. To be clear, Mark Zuckerberg is the world's fifth richest person. This concept is bigger than Elon Musk's reusable rockets and self-driving robo-taxis since, for the time being, missiles and robo-taxis are limited by the rules of physics. Virtual reality, on the other hand, has no such limitations. Mark Zuckerberg also discussed the aspects of the metaverse that excite him the most. According to him, Mark and his business Meta are arguably investing the most in virtual and augmented reality out of anyone in the world. According to Mark, people will be able to utilize virtual reality goggles to slip in and out of work wherever they are. He also imagines a world which people can freely engage with real-world items using interactive hologram projections. People can project holographic objects and interact with them as if they were physically there by wearing normal-looking glasses that act as projectors for these holograms. In essence, Mark Zuckerberg wants to provide the world with a fully comprehensive augmented reality experience. Mark also entertains the idea that once we have superb and mature AR glasses, we will no longer need any other types of screens, such as TVs, monitors, tablets, and other electronic devices. Mark and his team is devoting a significant amount of time, effort, resources, and labor to bring his concepts to fruition. Virtual and augmented reality are their priority, because they see it as the next frontier of computing and the internet. And that, to me, is enormous. The third major concept in ARK Invest's most recent Big Ideas report was virtual worlds. According to ARK Invest, these virtual worlds will eventually merge to become the metaverse. Users will be able to freely and instantly jump between worlds, including our own. According to their analysis, the whole augmented reality market may expand from less than $1 billion today to $130 billion by 2030. This represents a compound annual growth rate of more than 60% over the next decade. Even if you believe ARK Invest's forecasts are off by 5 years, that's still a nearly 40% compound annual growth rate over the following 15 years. By layering digital content and information onto our physical surroundings, augmented reality aims to bridge the gap between the internet and the rest of the world. Visually searching for whatever you're looking at and having that information displayed next to the object you searched for is a simple example of augmented reality. The firms working on augmented reality are all companies you've probably heard of since, surprise surprise, they're working on the software and hardware that powers our current devices, such as Google, with ticker symbol GOOG, has AR Core, the developer platform for bringing augmented reality experiences to apps on the Google ecosystem. Likewise, Apple, ticker symbol AAPL, recently launched the ARKit 4, the latest version of its open-source augmented reality development tools for iOS devices. Google and Apple, for example, are significantly investing in augmented reality, pushing widespread usage of AR tools on existing mobile devices as well as AR eyewear. Snapchat, ticker symbol SNAP, makes the glasses built to push the limits of consumer-grade immersive augmented reality experiences. This means putting 3D objects like birds, hearts, and floating blobs over videos of Snapchat and off. We also have Vuzix for professional applications with ticker symbol VUZI. Vuzix is a firm that specializes in developing ready-to-use hands-free display technology for a variety of applications, including telemedicine, field inspections, manufacturing, and logistics. Let's move on to virtual reality simulations. Unfortunately, most consumers associate virtual reality with terrible video games that pose numerous technical problems. From the start, the pain points are apparent. With current virtual reality video games, our hands are nothing more than hand-shaped blocks. The images aren't very immersive, and the virtual reality physics engines aren't even close to reality or physics. The total addressable market for virtual reality simulations is unlimited. Anything that can be done in real life can also be done in virtual reality, but not the other way around. Earlier this year, according to Gabriel Sorrento, director of Vection Technologies, virtual reality can be applied in almost every industry and at nearly every point along the value chain. They are establishing a two-way connection between collaborative virtual worlds and industry-specific tools like CAD and SolidWorks. Vection Technologies is a publicly traded company on the Australian Stock Exchange with a ticker name VR1. Consider what this means. To interact with CAD, you no longer need to be knowledgeable with CAD. You can manipulate a model in a virtual environment, and the CAD model will update correspondingly. Instead of keeping up with specific software tools, a designer can concentrate on designing. This is only the tip of the iceberg. Multiple people can work together in a virtual workshop to handle a product without existing and without industry professionals. Specific software such as SolidWorks contributes significantly to a highly complicated team-based model. Teams may no longer require pricey industrial software, qualifications, or training to bring their vision to reality in the future. Consider how surgeons, architects, or any other professional may leave notes and comments directly in the model to assist, instruct, train, or keep things moving asynchronously as individuals work from all over the world and log in at different times. That is one of the advantages of our world being virtual. With that in mind, here are some virtual reality firms that I believe are market leaders today. Unity Software, which trades under the ticker symbol U, enables developers to create 2D and 3D interactive experiences for a variety of platforms, including PCs and Macs, game consoles, and mobile devices. Right now, their primary target audience is video game creators. Despite this, they're expanding their development environment to include more than video games. Unity solutions are particularly scalable because they can be used by everyone from large studios working on multiplayer games that require powerful processors to single creators working on a basic mobile game. Unreal Engine, which is owned by Epic Games, the company that develops Fortnite, is Unity Software's major competition. Epic Games, as well as Unreal Engine, are not publicly traded companies. That, I believe, is why Cathie Wood has invested over $1.5 billion in Unity Software, making it ARK Invest's fourth largest holding. And then there's Nvidia, with a ticker symbol NVDA, which makes the GeForce graphics cards as well as a slew of enterprise hardware and software for any form of AI application you can think of. They also make the SuperPods, which are commercially available supercomputers specifically developed for artificial intelligence, and the DGX workstation, which is their data center server solution. These machines, or one similar to them, will, in my opinion, run a significant chunk of the metaverse. They also run on AMD processors, which is ironic given that AMD, or Advanced Micro Devices, ticker symbol AMD, is in my opinion one of their biggest competitors. AMD's Radeon graphics cards and some of the top central processing units or CPUs for consumer and enterprise applications are made by AMD. Amazon is another corporation that I believe belongs on this list for two reasons. First and foremost, Amazon Web Services currently powers roughly a third of the internet. This isn't just some random stuff either. They provide an unrivaled set of tools to assist businesses in developing software that takes advantage of today's most cutting-edge technologies, such as blockchain, virtual reality, machine learning, augmented reality, and other technologies that are the foundation of today's internet and tomorrow's metaverse. Second, People will shop in virtual reality just as they do in real life. If you're doubtful, keep in mind that no one predicted that we'd shop on the internet when it was first created. There is little doubt, in my opinion, that where there is shopping, there will be Amazon. I believe a few more investments will be enormous winners if and when the metaverse is realized. Roblox, ticker symbol RBLX, is a game and creativity environment. It is an entirely different universe. Every Roblox player is assigned an avatar, a humanoid avatar, who appears in all of Roblox's more than 40 million experiences. As of the second quarter of 2021, Roblox has over 40 million daily active users. Here's the issue though. The metaverse isn't Roblox, and the internet isn't Amazon. Roblox is a virtual environment where you may have fun, play games, and interact with other people. You don't need a virtual reality headset to log into a virtual environment. Virtual worlds are our games on our computers, TVs, and phones. This is why connecting them is such an important concept. According to ARK Invest's research, virtual world sales may reach $400 billion by 2025. In 2020, it was close to $200 billion thanks in significant part to video games. With this, you can see Disney releasing a virtual environment similar to Roblox, but with fantastic experiences based on their intellectual properties, such as Marvel and Star Wars. You wouldn't be able to take your Roblox character into those experiences if they did that, so you'd have to log out of Roblox and into Disney. They are virtual universes that exist in their own right. I believe that the realization of the metaverse will benefit Disney the most. This is because the first areas of the metaverse that people would want to explore, develop, and work in are the ones that they've already fantasized about. Disney owns the majority of them. All they have to do is establish these worlds and connect them to the metaverse's blockchain. I believe Mark Zuckerberg intends to do just that. Join Roblox, Disney, and any other corporation that wants to create these virtual experiences to the metaverse's blockchain. Your avatar is you, or however you customize a digital version of yourself. From Roblox to Disney's Death Star to your local virtual mall, you can go wherever you choose. Throughout the system, you'll have a consistent identity. I'm sure I don't need to state it, but Facebook is one of the world's largest registrations of individuals, organizations, and their relationships, which is also a valuable asset when it comes to giving everyone in the metaverse a durable identity. Facebook owns Oculus, the Oculus Rift, which requires a computer connection, and the Oculus Quest, a fully self-contained virtual reality headset. Facebook acquired Oculus in 2014, and the company is now known as Facebook Technologies. I'm guessing that many of the tens of thousands of workers stated by Mark Zuckerberg are working on a metaverse. Facebook also creates and maintains essential programming languages that allow developers to develop once and utilize them everywhere. When you log on to Facebook on an Android, iPhone, TV, or computer, you're logging into the same Facebook, not various versions attached to different devices and ecosystems. Even if people don't like it, the idea of code needing access to everything is critical for a functioning metaverse. Facebook's DM project, once known as the Libra, is also delving into cryptocurrency. Facebook, on the other hand, is working on blockchain-related projects. I believe that blockchain technology will be critical in tracking who owns what in the metaverse, and that is the core technology, whether it be Facebook's Ethereum or another blockchain entirely. My argument is that Facebook has a lot of capabilities that it could use to power all of the metaverse's many components. That's why it's one of my most mega cap picks for the metaverse and one of my favorite mega cap stocks to own for the long term. This episode should have given you a better understanding of augmented and virtual reality simulations and virtual worlds, as well as some of the excellent firms that are already working in this sector. In the future, the metaverse will connect them all, just like the internet does today. That's it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, hit the notification bell and turn on all notifications so you can stay up to date with our latest uploads. See you guys in the next one, and remember, keep living life bullish.